Tom Vasel. Welcome to another review of a shelf in the Dice Tower Library. We're on Rack 15, and we're taking a look at Shelf 15C. Now, Rack 15 is clearly party games. So let's get started with just a bunch of party games here. First of all, we have Spit It Out. This is a really fast, silly game. I don't know how many people pull this one off the shelf, but just a quick shout out the answers to something as quickly as you possibly can, except for one of them has to be incorrect, one of the answers. It's pretty funny. Smart 10, trying to figure out groups of 10. I'm a big fan of top 10 lists. Then next to that we have Word Slam. This is the mini version of Word Slam. I like this one, I think, as much as I like the big giant one. If I ever have to get rid of a game, I might get rid of the big one and just keep the smaller one. Stay Cool. We just played that last week in our Kickstarter wrap party. This one is almost more fun to watch other people play than play it yourself because it's really stressful. On the other hand, Letter Jam is also really stressful, but it is very, very thoughtful. It's more of a word puzzly cooperative game. If you like Wordle, maybe Letter Jam is your jam. All right, Shadows. This is Shadows of Amsterdam. This one's interesting. I wonder how long I'll keep this one in the library. I don't know if anyone's playing that one, but it's a party game, sort of, teams. Let Her Go is super silly. Man, as I'm looking at these party games, I'm seeing a lot of silly party games in here, folks, that I don't know how many people play them, but when you come to Dice Tower Library, you should try some of these out. Rolf is an anagram type one, where you're just trying to say what things mean. Stringamajig is kind of like Pictionary, but you're using just a big giant string. Pictures, very popular game. I don't particularly care for it, but it's kind of like Stringamajig, but you're also using cubes and other ways to make pictures. So Clover is the hotness from 2021, the sequel to Just One, which, by the way, is there. But So Clover, a cooperative game where you're all trying to figure out how to put some cards onto a clover. You have to go watch it, but it works really well. Master Word, another cooperative party game. I got 3 cooperative party games here in a row. Master Word is like Mastermind, but it's cooperative. You're working together. Just One, of course, this party game is definitely pulled off the shelf more than any others. Pretty simple. Everyone gives a clue to one person, but if you give the same clue to someone else, they're deleted. Decrypto is a team party game. This one is one team versus the other team, and you are giving clues, but not too obvious of clues. Timeline Challenge, there's a bunch of little timeline games that are out there. I stuck them all inside this one box, which has other ways to do the timeline game. It's the best way to play timeline, and this has gotten almost no love from most people, but it's a lot of fun. Pluckin Pairs, where you have a bunch of cards, everyone has to decide how which ones are pairs, and you're trying to pick the same pair as other people do. Banned Words is a better version of Taboo, in my opinion, so that's a lot of fun to play. QE. Now, QE is kind of a weird one because it's not quite a party game, but I don't know, it just felt like it should go on this shelf. QE is an auction game, but you can bid any amount of money you want, and I'm talking up to the gazillions of dollars. Well, I guess you can't say gazillion, but you can say 16 septillion. And whoever spends the most money at the end of the game automatically loses. And 25 words or less. This classic has been out for a long time. Another team party game in which you are bidding down how many words you can get someone to guess a clue in. There's a lot of good games on this shelf. Which of these is my favorite? Probably Just One. It's also probably the people's favorite on these. So I'll say Just One is my favorite, but the underrated QE. QE is my favorite. What am I talking about? QE. QE is my favorite on this shelf. What's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been another shelf review in the Dice Tower Library.